Welcome everyone to Game Jam's first video showdown. My name is Mike Wilkie, and today I have the honor to present you a game I quite affectionate. It's called Gremlins Inc. I bought the games 2 weeks ago. It was on sale on Steam, and since then I do not regret buying it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Alright, so Gremlins Inc. is a board game that you can play either solo or multiplayer, and it is based, of course, on a board, and you have strategy for gaining score points and strategies to remove some of the currency of your opponents. So since it's quite elaborate as gameplay, I'm going to jump right off a single player game here, and we're doing so I do not limit myself on turn time limit. Alright, we're gonna put some normal AI bot because I'm not a noob anymore. And character selection, I'm gonna say from full set because I want to show you guys character a bit. I'm not going to explain all of them, but do know that each character has special skills, and they're all associated with board placement and on the board. Alright, so we're gonna select, I guess, one of the easiest character. We're gonna go with the banker. Well, thing is, he has more money, makes more money, and that kind of stuff. Alright, and the computer is gonna be randomly selected. Alright, so there we go. We're gonna start game. Alright, so as I said, there are cards in the game. These cards, they are mainly your strategy plan on doing what you want. Alright, and there's a lot of currency to know about too. Alright, so first things first, every card has a number in the top left corner, and they represent how much move you can make on the board. Okay, and you have to use a card, and once it's used, you cannot use the card as what it specifically does. But in some case, and good thing we have one of these, some cards, they have special things when you're using them to move, as somersault. What it does is that when you use it to move, you can have an extra turn afterward. Really good moving card, one of the best. And in that case, we also have here money to buy or do the effect of these cards. Money is found here. You can make money through the game and through the session of the board games, and they represent. Their representation also goes with an image. This image shows the location on where you can use that card. So let's see here for the one-armed bandit slot machine here. It can be used at the casino. So you gotta stop on this spot, and do take note that when you are moving on the boards, there's arrows, and you gotta follow them unless you have cards that lets you do otherwise, because yes, cheating is encouraged in that game. And when you are near your location, so let's say I would be here and I want to go to the bank, even if I use a 4 movement card, I can still stop on these locations. They are the only places where you can do that, where you can stop even if you have a score bigger than what you need to. Alright, and this card in particular, the one-armed bandit, you can see here what it does, and when there's a green button, we could say it like that, in the little cog here, it means it's a permanent card. So in that case, for the one-armed bandit, you get 25 gold every time a player visits the casino, including you. So every time you go there, you get 25 gold, or any other player, and this is permanent. This can get removed by other player or through event card, this kind of thing. But yeah, most of the time you're gonna keep it through the game unless something happened to it. And also you have here a more normal card because there's no green dot in it. So when you go on the misfortune spot here that is represented on the map like here, if you drop on it, you can use what it says in the cog. So in that case, when you stop on the misfortune, the lesser evil is gonna let you choose through all the misfortune card. And these are events that always does bad stuff to you. They are placed at some key points on the board because usually when you go in the treasury, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you're coming back here. The astral plane, sorry about that, the astral plane, you're gonna get a misfortune because astral plane is very point related location, and it usually makes you win the game when you go like this. You can see here that's an astral plane card, and it gives a lot, but it costs a lot too. All right, but we're getting to that. Okay, and good thing to know for the misfortune, when you pass on it, even if you don't actually land on it, you're gonna get the misfortune too, unless you have a special rules that does not apply to you. And we can say here the same thing from the bribes. The bribes, when you just go through the card, through the spot, it's gonna deduce your amount of bribe here. And when you go through an income spot here, you're gonna get your income money, this one. So I would get 40. But if I would stop on one of these three, if I stop on misfortune, I will not only draw one, I will draw two, and I will ask an opponent to choose the card. So you're giving your opponent your misfortune, and they have the choice to choose what's the worst for you. So you don't want to step on it unless you have a card that you're going to be able to use it afterwards. It's going to cancel that effect. Same thing on these two spots. If I had a bribe spot, I would see the logo here, and I would stop on it. I could do something else than paying double. Yes, that's good. That's what it does. When you step on the bribe, you have to pay double of your bribe. But if you step on the income spot, you also get double your money. All right. There's also the risk spot. These cards, when you land on it, you have a chance. You roll the dice because yes, dice are represented on the cards, but they also are also in the game. And when you step on it, you get the chance to get a misfortune. You can pay 40 unless you are the collector, which is a character that pays less, and you can avoid getting a misfortune, and you can send it at another player. You get a misfortune if you get a 1 on a roll on a 6 dice roll. All right, and after that, what is there? I think I'm just going to go through the game here. So I'm going to see my strategy because that's all part of the game, where you're gonna go and everything. So I have 200. This is a bit expensive and doesn't make me move a lot. I'm definitely keeping that and most probably this. And I think I like my cards. Maybe I could. Yeah, it's not a lot of points, but this one is pretty good to win. Oh yes, the election. I forgot to tell you about that. There's so much things to know. All right, so elections in the game, you can see it here. In 20 turns, there's going to be an election. The player with the most vote, that's one of the currency, is gonna be named the governor. The governor doesn't pay bribe, and they doesn't have to bribe the police here. And they have all other special stuff, but mostly they pay way less than everybody else. And the currency, you can get them with cards like this one. It gives me votes, and it adds up. And in some case, in a quest for Dariel, you have to pay your votes to get the effect. All right. And aside that, there's also one of the things I forgot to mention here. There is the evilness. What's the actual word? We'll see very soon. But yes, the evilness. When you win an evilness, when you use a card such as these or any other means like misfortune, it adds up in your evilness points. And when it does, it also increase your bribe, because since you're not a trustworthy person, it costs more to bribe and yada yada. And they also affect a lot of events in the game, like pay multiply by 10 your evilness to another player, something like that. There's also cards that reduce your evilness, such as these two. All right. I think that sums it. We'll see at the location what they do when we get there. And yeah, we're gonna play the game, and I'm gonna hopeful you learn just by playing. Oh, it's quite a shame I got to bank, which is the location where I am, cards, so I can't use them because I am already there. So they are going to be the cards I'm gonna use first, because I can't use them unless I go all around the board. Let's see, best strategy here. We could go to the office, but it's not going to accomplish a lot. And you can see that you when you are on a card, the spot that you can go are more colorful. You can see where you can go with the card. Alright, what are my options? I think what I'm gonna do here is, usually you have a timer, so I'm really taking my time to show you guys. So I think that what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna try. Oh, I know, the somersault. When you land on the somersault card, you can actually teleport to any gamble spot. So what I could do here is I could teleport back here, and I'm just gonna be near the bank where I'm gonna be able to do a fraudulent transaction. And by the way, fraudulent transaction, you see here the text is in red because it is a criminal card. Criminal card, when another opponent when they can see into your end, sometimes it happens when you have a criminal card, it's gonna get discarded, and most of the time you're gonna go in jail because you were about to commit a crime. Make sense? Alright. And to do so, we're gonna use my 4 movement card. I'm gonna stop here. Oh, and I'm also going to win 50 gold, or you can call it whatever you want. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna come back here. Alright, there we go. Oh, and now I have come across the gamble spot. A gamble spot and casino, you have to roll 6 dice, and it depends on the result. You can get good stuff. Most of them are not really good, but I'm still gonna try my luck just to show you guys. Alright, I got the jackpot, best result. So more money for me, good. It's there's a lot of gambling in the game. See, now he's going for the election chance here. He has already 5 votes, which is quite a lot. Oh, and just so you know, votes, they also get reduced by your evilness. So if you have a lot of votes, but you have also a lot of evilness, I think it's 1 point of evilness remove a half of a vote or something like that. Yeah, but maybe a bit less than that. But yeah, definitely there's a lot of considerations to here. Alright, so we're gonna go to the bank, and to do so, I wish I had a 4 movement card. I would have been on the income to get double income, but I think I am going instead to use. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a quest for Daryl anytime soon, so I'm gonna go at the police. So you saw I paid my bride, I got my income, and I am going to pay the police because if and I pay the police by paying my bribe. And because if I roll a 1, they're gonna send me in jail, and I have enough money to be confident to bribe the police. All right. Now let's see. So my opponent get on the risk. He bought an assurance. He really doesn't want to get misfortune. Alright. Alright, so he got his misfortune, probably called Go to Hell. And let's see here. You can have a review of what happened in the game. And oh, no, he got an anomaly. This misfortune. You roll 6 dice, and it sends you to one of the place on the card. And I guess you roll for the Inferno, which is one of the baddest places to be in the game. Alright, so we're gonna go fetch our fraudulent transaction. Do I want to keep this, or I want to get that? I'm gonna get rid. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna go for a second chance. I'm gonna use a second chance. It's always the thing is, the game is you gotta always be 3-4 steps ahead, and good luck with that because your opponent's gonna mess with you and steal your card and stuff like that. Oh, another new kind of card. Here we have the blue text. The blue text. Oh, I have to steal money here because I forgot that translate transaction. I am actually making life harder for another player. We're gonna go for this. Oh, and when we stop at the bank, you can increase your incomes by spending 50, and I'm going to do so because I love money. I'm already on 60 every time I end or I pass an income, which is quite a lot. Oh, that's bad. I hate this one. Every player loses out their money. Well, screw you. Alright. I think we're gonna go for the office, or maybe an easy vote, but I think we're gonna waste time going there. Instead, I wish I could go to an election campaign spot or casino. You know what? I think I'm gonna be a bit crazy here. And oh, I know. Alright. Let's go there. Oh, marvelous. I got one of the best cards to play at the office. So this card, when you play it, you get your income. So I'm gonna get 60, and I can play another card. The game has a lot of these combo of cards to do in the game. One of my favorite combo is when you're in jail here, because yes, we're gonna end up in jail, and there's a lot of mechanics just for the jail. When you're in jail, you can escape, and you can go at the dump. And at the dump, there's a card that exists that teleports you to the treasury. So I remember once I used the jailbreak card, went to the dump, and at the dump I used the card to teleport me at the treasury, and at the treasury I use a treasure. It's kind of common. You'll see these combination. And they are highly encouraged. Alright, so I'm gonna use the office here. And oh, what do we get here? We got a new card. I can choose to get 3, and my opponent is gonna lose 1. I think I prefer that than that. Alright, we're gonna use this. We're gonna make him lose 1 vote. And here at the office, I could settle my vote for $100. But I'm not going to, because I think my chance to get elected are quite high. Because what I aim to do next turn, I'm gonna use this 1 movement card. Gonna end up on a election card, and I'm gonna use this. Yeah, should be good. All right, here, give that, and it's actually the Tribune spot. And at the Tribune, I can spend money to have a chance to get one more vote. It's not really good. I don't really like it. Some classes, characters get benefit from it. But since I don't really like it, I'm gonna just spend a little bit of money just in case I'm not good. And I wasn't, but it's not that bad since I didn't spend a lot. Alright, and the game. The goal of the game, yes, most important part. And I've been talking for like 20 minutes now. Part of the game is to collect your cogs here that are your score. And first player to get 15 and the end of the turn came. And I am telling you it's important that the end of the turn of all the players is ended, because I have lost games because another player stole my cogs, my score points from me, and I couldn't win. And in fact, I lost this game. All right. Next thing we want to do here, we do not have a lot of money, but neither does the competition. What we're gonna do? I think we're gonna go to the dump, but I'm not the poorest player. But I might be next turn. All right. We're gonna go to the dump. We're gonna go with discard because I was already at the office, so I won't be there for a while now. So the card, the spot I talked to you about, the risk, I could buy an insurance for 40, but I'm feeling lucky, and I didn't get a misfortune because I didn't get a 1. I would say that number 1 is almost always associated with the worst results in a game, and 6 being the best result in most cases. Alright. Next move we're gonna do, I'm gonna go for... I don't have enough money for this, but that could be interesting. Yeah, well, I'm gonna... oh yeah, this card is special. I could pay $20 or gold, whatever, call it whatever you want, and I could move 4 instead of 3. But in that case, I do not want that much. I just need 2 to stop at the dump. Alright, so the dump, the way it works, if you are one of the poorest player, you can see here the status of who's the richest, the richer, and the poorest. You get an extra 30, no matter what you roll here. So if you're the poorest player, it's a good thing to drop at the dump. And I got a little extra. I got 20 plus 30, so I got 50. He's also gonna benefit his poorest status here because I want money. Oh, he lost at the gamble spot. Oh, see, he passed through the misfortune spot, and he got one. You can also go see what he got. Oh, lost a point, but he didn't have any. Good for him. All right. All right. Next, what's our strategy here? Oh, we don't have much actually. Do we have enough money? Since I'm playing it versus computer, maybe they're gonna be a bit stupid. I could try to go for the auction and win this. What I am going to do actually is yes, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go on the gamble spot. I'm gonna try to actually no. I think there's too much risk. So I think I'm not going to gamble. Yes, it's always risk calculation that's gonna make you win games. At one point, you know what you're doing, and you know what's gonna get you into trouble. Like if I would have been the highest ranking by score player, it's very dangerous to have in my hands secrets and criminal cards, because as criminal card secrets get discarded if someone looks into your hand, and you could go in jail if a card says so. And now I'm gonna use this card because it costs way too much for me. I'm gonna use an auction. I got 70 gold. I am the richest player, and I'm gonna bet more than anyone else because that's always a strategy. It's an auction. The player who pays the most get 3 score. Now I see here that my opponents have way less money than me. So if I bid 151, he cannot match it. He just can't. Actually, if they're smart, they would have bet 0 because they have no chance to win against me. But they didn't because they're stupid computer, apparently. Alright, usually players wouldn't have paid a dime here. Now, I could sell, that's the marketplace, this spot. I could sell one of my score cog here to get 200 gold. Now, from what I have in hand, it's not going to really help me, and I think I prefer... Well, it didn't cost me a lot to get these 3 cogs. I think I'm gonna do it. Usually I don't, but I'm quite confident against a computer, and I prefer to have more gold in that case. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I could trigger something very interesting here. I could trigger a player conflict. You see this little combat, range combat animation here? If I go on his spot, I am going to create a conflict. The player that spend a little, it's gonna ask us to spend money. The player that gives the less money is going to be the loser, and the loser is gonna go in jail. Here, it's the secret agent. Secret agent, they have the special ability to have the least possible amount of time in jail. It's one of their character skill. So I'm not really inclined to do so. And what I'm gonna do instead, I think I'm gonna go on a spot that yes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna hand here, and using the card I just used, I had to pay my bribe. But I'm a smart player. I didn't do this for nothing. I have a card here that's gonna pay me instead of giving bribes since I stepped on it. Alright, so I got 60. Oh, that's a shame. Oh no, that's not a shame. I'm actually going there. That's marvelous. This card is one of the really bad cards in the game if you want to move with it. Some of the cards are really impacting you in a negative way if you're using them to move. Like this one, you lose 50 and you win evil malice. I think it's malice, the word for it. Let's see. Trigger text? No, it doesn't. Alright, so we're not going to use it to move. We're going to use it at the treasury where it's supposed to be used. Alright, and to do so, I don't have a release card here. I don't really want to spend this. We're gonna take the long way. Let's do that. Alright. We are actually going to pay the bribe because it doesn't. I don't want to go in jail. I got a 4 movement card, so it's perfect. I'm gonna be able to go to the treasury for that. And we're gonna hope that I don't get a bad misfortune card here. Because I'm gonna get one because I'm gonna go through that every time you go to the treasury. I'm gonna skip a turn and I lost a vote. It's a shame, but at least I just made... Oh, and it's a permanent card. And I get 50 gold every time I have evil. I do something evil. Oh, and treasury, one of the best spots to go because it's free money actually. Well, some of the sums there are not very lucrative, but if you do get a 6, you get a whooping 200 gold. So, just gonna roll here, and I got 50. It's not bad, it's not great, but hey, What do you know? It's better than nothing. I'm probably gonna win, by the way, because the computer is... Oh, what do we have here? What happened? Okay, well, I'm in jail, that's for sure. So I'm gonna be able to show you how the jail works. And I got the best result for my jail time. What did he do to me? Oh, he stole me a point and he sent me to jail. Marvelous. Alright, so next stop is... oh, and I had to skip my turn because I had a misfortune last turn. Oh, that's just great. Alright, we're gonna be a bit patient here. As you can see, there's a lot of cards that are just jumping around, going... Oh, wow, he just had a whooping 13 votes. Wow, that's gonna bite me. I might not win the election after all. And they are in 7 turns, you can see. Oh, it's at the bottom. Alright, alright, jail. Jail works in a way completely different than the rest of the game. In jail, you have ranking. You have jail ranks, and depending on your jail ranks, you get better cards. At the beginning of the game, you are a novice, so you don't have any ranks, unless you are the thief, but that's a special character. And according to how I'm gonna behave in jail, I get special sets of cards. And it's not written when you actually go on it, but yeah, the way it works, the bad behavior is gonna give me more resources, but I have more chance to spend more jail time. The neutral behavior, the only thing is it does is you have a little more chance to get an amnesty and get out of jail. And the good behavior is gonna lower your jail ranks, and you have some chance to get amnesty. I'm actually go for neutral here because I don't have a jail rank. And when you are at the novice, you can see it as it appeared here. I'm gonna show you later on. You only have 2 cards. If I would have gotten more ranks, at one point you get to choose in between 3 cards. So here, I'm gonna select this card. Oh, the bully one. It's not a really good one. So you get 1 more evilness, and you get 2 more ranks of your jailer ranks. I am going to say no thanks because there's another card. And I just did labor in the jail, and I had -1 jail turn, so that should set me free next turn. There we go. And I lost what I did as my jail rank. You can see that everyone is... Oh, sorry about that. Everyone has no ranks right now, but if I would have gotten rid of it, it would have been here. Computer is sending me back in jail, even if I was just out. Oh, and I got the worst result this time. That's why he laughed at me. Because most probably I just came out of jail and he's gonna send me back again. We're still going to select neutral here. Oh, and there we go. I'm free. So screw you, computer. Alright, and a game can take quite a while now. And thing is, you never know how it's going to turn out. Because there's so many cards and there's so many bad luck that can happen to you that sometimes even if you are winning, you could 100% of the time lose. Now, I'm going to try to do something quick. I do have the secret project in my hand. This is a whooping +11 point. If I can put this through, I might be able to win a game. So, what's the best course of action here to actually manage that? I do not think I can win the election, not with the card I have. I cannot pay for this. It's too much. So, I'm actually going to go. No, no, I have to use this. No, do I have? No, no, I don't have. Alright, I'm gonna go there. Oh, there we go. Forget about what I was about to say. I am going to gamble because, and I got the best result. Marvelous. I am going to use a dangerous artifact because dangerous artifact is gonna give me a +4 evilness. And remember, I have this card, and every time I get an evilness, I get a 50 gold. So it's gonna be quite a lot, and it gave me a whooping +5, which is for a card that costs nothing, it's really great. And I'm actually going to go straight to the Inferno, and I'm gonna pay the cost by giving one of my votes. Alright, first fortune. Oh, that's pretty. Not the worst one. Second, out of my evilness, I'm gonna lose 30. It's not bad. Alright. So the Inferno is, like I said earlier, one of the worst places to be, but sometimes it's just so good. I am going to use a dangerous artifact. Oh, actually, it just gave me 50. Right. And I'm going to use the Inferno because you don't have a choice. When you get into the Inferno, you discard all the card and get one more evilness. Alright. Now, since we're going a full evil run, I'm gonna get the accursed sword. And I might be able to pull through guild services. That's gonna give me, I'm gonna steal 2 cog. To do so, I'm gonna use this. Okay, we're full evil anyway. Gotta pay the bribe. I might pull this through like really quick. Really? He did. Wow, it's one of the first time I see this. Remember earlier, he was the leading candidate for to win the election, but he went to the Inferno and he bought a card. The card he just played. The card he just played. And actually, it's actually rare because you should have got this one because it would have given him instantly 6 points, but he didn't. He chose to get the Allies of Chaos here, which doesn't make any sense. Oh well, whatever. It is the computer. Sometimes he does strange things. But yeah, definitely. So he bought the card at the Inferno with the Chaos card, as they are called, and he went there to use a card. Like usually you should have gotten this one. It gave him less evilness, and for the same price you get it instantly. Whatever. All right, we're still going for the curse word here. We could try to. No. I have to steal a permanent card, and they don't have one. So I'm gonna go fly. Actually, it doesn't change anything without it. Right. I'm gonna pay again. I haven't seen that many 1 card in my hand since forever, but so we're gonna move very slowly. I'm going to flip for the assurance here because I am very confident in my gameplay. I am basically winning unless this guy does something crazy. He might. No, he's gonna win the election. We'll see. Oh no, not with me. Oh, I hate him. It happens a lot. Oh yeah. So I get it now. The bonus is the player with most becomes the governor. Yes, the person with the least evilness, I'm sorry about that from what I said earlier, has a +3 bonus. So that's why even if I was at 5 and he was at 3, he won by 1 point. That's quite a shame. Alright. So our gameplay has just been revoked. And we're going to win otherwise. I'm gonna go spam here. Oh shit. So my misfortune, I gotta show my card to one of the other player. He just told me my winning card. It always happened in that game, but you have to learn from that. So it's gonna be a bit longer than I had previously anticipated. We're gonna go get, I think, the recycler. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go do a player config here. Oh, and he used his special power as a secret agent. He paid half of his gold to go in the middle spot, and then he can continue. And I'm gonna pay. Do I have enough money? Yes, I'm gonna pay the bribe. Make sure I don't get sent in jail. Alright. Oh, he's getting more points again and again, but oh yes, I think I'm gonna be good. Alright, so I am going to use this to go at the dump, use the recycler, and am I going to spend money here? No, I don't really care. Okay, my plan is I'm gonna go into the Inferno. At the Inferno, that's a card that almost always makes you win. Like, if he has more cards than me to get at the Inferno before me, he could win, because there's a sacrifice that you sacrifice one of your permanent, and he got a permanent too. So it's gonna be a race for to know which of us is gonna get at the Inferno before the other. I'm gonna use my 5 movement card here. I am of course going to pay the police because I do not want to go to jail 1 turn before winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You cannot go into the Inferno this turn, but that's definitely where it's going. You saw that? You just saw that. But I have this card is gonna make you swim because I don't have any 4 movement card. But remember, earlier I didn't use it, but I'm gonna use it this turn. I'm gonna pay 20 more, and it's gonna turn into a 4 movement card. And now I am able to go in the Inferno, and let's hope I don't get, oh whatever, I'm gonna get some evilness. I'm gonna use this and that, and there we go, I just won. Unless someone removes me 3 points. Oh, and I have to select which card to move. I'm gonna remove this card. Yes, and I do keep my point from the permanent. You don't have to own the card to get the point card. You just have to. Oh, and now he just sealed the deal. I'm winning because he sent my opponent in jail. And there we go. All right, everyone. So that was our first game and kind of introductory to Gremlins Inc. I am pleased to have shown you the game. I might well do a review on it because I had such a good time, or maybe an analysis of the game to show you how to play. And I wish it made you, it gave you the pleasure of maybe owning the game, and maybe we could play a game or 2 together. Alright, so once again, I'm Mike Wilkie from Game Jams, and it's been a pleasure to play the game with you for our first video, and look forward for more of these. Thank you everyone, and have a very good day. Oh, and please be sure to subscribe and follow us on our Facebook. It's gonna be quite helpful for us. Alright, so see ya next time, everyone.